Hey there, this is Chip Taylor coming to you from Zalisi, Ukraine. Today is day 2 on our farm after returning from America. It was suggested that we leave back in February 2022, and we're here in southwest Ukraine where I have a small psychological treatment center for anxiety-related issues, PTSD, alcoholism, that kind of stuff. And on our small farm, since we do not charge our patients anything, we do a lot of organic farming, regenerative agriculture, no-till, that kind of stuff. And we grow ingredients for Mexican food, and we sell that to the expats up in Kiev, really all over the country. And that's how we generate income, because we don't charge our patients anything. This place is sat basically vacant for 576 days, I think it is by now. And so, as you can see, some things have gotten overgrown. But I'm going to walk you through for the next few videos on what the place looks like now, what we used to do, and what we're going to do in order to put things back together. And I've got a couple of places where we kept pigs. At one time we had 31 pigs. That's too many pigs. But I tell you, pigs are rude. They smell bad. They're selfish. But man, they taste good. And we grew our pigs organically. And so it was all natural grains that we knew the source of. We didn't give them any antibiotics, no hormones, growth hormones, or any of that stuff. And we fed them stuff that either we grew or somebody we knew grew. There's a space here between the greenhouses that we used to put garlic and onions in here. And it's just about time to grow garlic, but I don't think we're going to be able to get this stuff cleaned up quickly enough to get it planted. So what I'm thinking about doing is putting it in here, putting the garlic in the big greenhouse. You can see this structurally pretty intense in order to be able to support snow loads when it does snow in here. It's kind of trashy in here right now. Like I said, there's some. We've had some refugees staying on the farm, and they needed to move some stuff around, so they put some drywall, some old concrete. There's a bunch of stuff out here. We're gonna have to clean all that out, but it should be usable as a functioning greenhouse. Really, this time next week, certainly. It's got some issues. There's a couple of holes in the plastic there. And then there's a couple of more down on the other end. You can see there's some irrigation here. We were doing drip line. That's going to be simple enough to set that back up. But since it's going to be wintertime anyway, it's not going to need a lot of irrigation anyway. And I've got these bags here. I filled that with chicken poo back in 2021. It should be nice by now. It should have broken down by now. And so I've got a lot of nettles coming in under the sides. We got to get rid of all that stuff. There's room for either 7 or 8 beds, depending upon how I space them. The width of the beds is 30 inches most of the time. I might change that this year. We might do things a little bit different, but this is where I grow all the peppers. And you can find older videos, especially some that were posted by Keb Post, and they show what the pepper production looked like in here. So like I said, we'll put some garlic in, just some stuff that we can grow through the winter. And garlic is good about keeping pests out. They don't like pests don't like onions, garlics, that kind of stuff. But we got to get some of this stuff cleaned out first. I had some soldiers staying here with their families. They planted a few zucchinis, which are still blooming, still putting out fruit. And so we're going to let them go. And I've got to put some stuff on the ground. There's a little bit of chicken poo that in ash. That's what that is. They spread some ashes in here, which is fine. That's what needs to be done. I'm a little, or have been a little worried about the microbiology in the soil because I didn't think it was getting watered in here. And it looks like they might have done that. There's a little bit of horseradish growing here. Watch where I go. There's horseradish in that corner over there. And that was just here before we got here. We've tried not to pull it out. Sometimes it's not so convenient where it's placed. But this greenhouse was, we put this up in 2017. We found it used down in Kamenets-Podilsky. We've got 2 of them. We went and picked them up, took them apart. One was 26 foot wide by 75 long. 86 feet long. The second one was 30 feet wide by 90 feet long. And we didn't have the space to put that much greenhouse here. So what we did, this one is 75 feet by 30 feet. And then I've got 2 more that are each 30 foot long. I'll show you those later. But this was the main one. This is the first one we're going to clean up. This is where I had jalapenos, habaneros, a lot of hatch peppers, that kind of stuff. We got pretty good production out of it. I've got some issues now with walnut trees growing in. I've got a lot of vegetation on the outside of over here. That's cherry trees, but there's a lot of stuff growing, nettles growing in between my property and the edge of the greenhouses. So we're going to clean that up, come in here, fertilize a little bit, basically get everything at least working some for the winter. Anyway, I thought you might be interested in that. If this is something you like. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If you are subscribed, you're awesome. I'm going to try to do this. I might not be able to do it every day, but we're going to try to keep up with what's going on and let y'all know basically what's going on in Ukraine as far as this farm's concerned and how we are approaching organic farming here. This is also something that we teach to the veterans coming back from combat as part of our reintroduction program into civilian society. Anyway, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. If you've got any comments, please feel free. Have a blessed day.